Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. Saints taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Taken in the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. The beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Now it's Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Shake it back! Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than trying to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Now we see quarterback Drew Brees in his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time.
Total relentlessness of consistency. Almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I started calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever a defense does during a game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves on.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brees. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's into the clear. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
25-yard line.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Breeze going to throw. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Breeze to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas, and that'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 2nd and 9, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time a 6-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to look deep for more. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. David Moore, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. To throw again is Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's it, baby. That's it right there.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
It's third down and
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd and 1 from the 2. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here. and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson out to his left. He's going to take off with it.
Wilson on the keeper. A 28-yard gain. And the
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys move it this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Myers' kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Seahawks 10.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. To throw is Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before, and now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up, Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair, low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.